out of our life. I have a phone. There are some videos, there are some pictures that anytime I watch them, I look at them, they can affect me, they can affect my emotion. Now I don't need to keep them in my gallery. What do? I need to delete them because I don't want to see them. They are not good for my health. They are not good for my life. So that is how it is. There are memory of the past that can affect your sense of reasoning, that can affect your going out and your coming in. They shouldn't be in you. The best thing you should do is to delete them off your life. Erase them. Tell someone, erase them. Do you know the reason why you need to erase them? You need to have peace in you. Because if you don't have peace in you, you cannot make progress. You can't do anything and succeed. Somebody that have no peace can never be happy. If you must be happy in life, you must have peace within you. What makes you fly, what makes you go above others in life is the peace and the joy that grows within you. Is somebody with me? When you see couples who are succeeding, who are excelling in life, find out the reason, find out the cause. There is peace, there is joy. The Bible says, out of thy belly shall flow rivers of what? Of living waters. Of living waters. At times you feel comfortable in life. You feel so comfortable, you feel so fine. Why dwelling on the past? You feel so comfortable. Why dwelling on the past? Or you can even feel famished. You know what famished means? Why dwelling on the past? But it hinders your present growth and drag or stop your vision of your present. Focus your sense on what you can hear, smell, and feel in this present moment. That is what matters to you. That is what matters. That is what matters. You know, many of us, where you are seated and somehow your mind takes you to the past. Have you ever been happy at times when you remember the past? Something just came across your mind, you just smile and you laugh. How many of you, such a thing it has occurred to you? Your mind just flashed back to 5 years ago, 3 years ago, you just start laughing. And at times your mind just flashed back to 5 years ago, 2 years ago. The anger in you, the pain in you, it grows to an extent that anybody around you at that time can feel the hatred that comes out of you. Can feel the hatred, the pain, the trauma that comes out of you. That is why you must stop living in the circle of the past. You must stop living in the circle of the past, because it will drag you down. The circle of the past will sink you. Do you know why? Because people who live in the circle of the past, they have no forgiveness in their dictionary. They have no forgiveness in their dictionary. Am I talking? For you to stop living in the circle of the past, do this. For you to stop living in the circle of the past, do this. Number one, treat the past as a teacher, not treat the past as a teacher, not a home. Tell somebody, treat the past as a teacher, not a home. You don't get what I'm saying? Treat the past as a teacher, not a home. You got it? Treat the past as a teacher, not a home. Take it that past mistake are lesson that have made you wiser. Take it that past mistake are lesson that have made you wiser. Number one, treat the past as a teacher, not a home. Yes. If you don't treat the past as a teacher, not a home, your past can stop your tomorrow. If you don't treat the past as a teacher, not a home, can keep you in a cycle and nobody else can help you out of it. I will always say this: nobody can help you until you first help yourself. Is somebody with me? Nobody can help you until you first help yourself. If you don't help yourself, nobody can help you. If you don't help yourself, nothing good can come out of you. Number two, forgive yourself and others. Number two, forgive yourself and others. One of the reasons why a lot of people still live in the circle of the past is simply because they have refused to forgive themselves and others. Is somebody with me? One of the reasons why I will always look at prayer and I will say to her, there are things you don't worry yourself about. If you don't let go of certain things, if you don't make yourself happy, if you don't forgive, listen, you on your own can be an hindrance to your miracle. Are you with me? There are promises. When I say promises, great promises. Forgive yourself and others. Do you know why you need to forgive yourself and others? You need to be happy in life. Let go through forgiveness. Let go through what? Through forgiveness. You can never let go until you forgive. Until you forgive. Let go through forgiveness. Let forgiveness become part of your life. a life of forgiveness. Because if you don't live a life of forgiveness, you will remain in one circle. It will consume you, it will burn you, it will eat you, and it will ruin your life. It will ruin your life. A lot of people are struggling with life today. The reason why they are struggling with life, they have refused to let go. They have allowed the past to eat them to the point they can even take their life and take other people's life. Stop living in the consciousness of the past. Many of us are so conscious of the past. When you become so conscious of the past, it keeps you in a circle. It keeps you in a circle. When you become so conscious of the past, it will keep you in one circle. You can't come out of it. You can never come out of it. So stop living in the consciousness of the past. You are so conscious. This thing that happened to me 10 years ago, you are bringing it. It will kill you. It will ruin your life. That is why many of us, it's like we are so, anything that comes, you are very, very conscious. You are conscious because of what happened 5 years ago. When you become too conscious of the past, you will lose all opportunity that comes. There are people that will come into your life that will help you. You will lose them. When you become so conscious of the past, no, don't be so conscious of the past. Don't be so conscious of the past. There are a lot of things. If I'm so conscious of the past, there are certain things I'm doing now that I will not do. I will not do. That is why in life we can fail, but in our failure we learn from it and correct our mistake. But that does not mean you become so conscious of it, and that will not hinder you from making progress, from going forward in life. The children of Israel were so conscious of the past, all the happening. That was why a journey of 40 days became 40 years. A journey of 40 days became 40 years. Because they were so conscious of the past. So conscious of the past. So conscious. So conscious of the past. One thing that God has helped me with today, there are certain things that have happened to me in the past that I don't get so conscious of it. If I get so conscious of it, everybody around me will be a suspect. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Everybody around me will be what? A suspect. And that will stop me from relating with people. That will stop me from going forward in life. Everybody needs a man. So stop living in the consciousness of the past. Don't allow it to affect you. Don't allow it to affect you. The reason why people talk anyhow is because they live in the consciousness of the past. And let me tell you something. Watch people who live in the consciousness of the past. They have nothing to show. There is no proof in their life. They are just talkative. What did I say? nothing to show, no proof. They are just talkative. Stop living in the consciousness of the past so that it don't keep you in a circle. You see, if we as a church must go forward in life, we must stop living in the consciousness of the past. Many of us, one of the reasons why we are where we are is because our consciousness about the past had more effect in us than the consciousness of the present. The consciousness of the past have more effect in us more than the consciousness of the present. And that is why you are not going far. Watch Faith, watch Covenant. They are so conscious of what they are doing, and their attention is out of the primary responsibility that is before them. When you become so conscious of the past, you destroy your tomorrow today. That is life. People who hate you use their past to cancel you, not because they love you, but to push you out of your place of peace and joy. Because you are not wise, you are not mature enough, you believe it. Before you realize, it's already late. You are out of it. Listen, you can rekindle your fire when the past try to quench it. You don't hear what I say? The fire the past try to quench in you, you can rekindle it now. Don't get yourself stuck with a lot of negative thoughts. Is somebody with me? Don't get yourself stuck with a lot of what? Negative thoughts. Or else you will shed tears. Number 3, create new memories. What did I say? Create new memory. If you must stop living in the consciousness of the past, create new memory. How do you create new memory? Do something new. Go to places where you can see new things, so that the negative memories, some of the negative things in you, before you know it, on their own, they begin to delete themselves. They begin to fly away. You replace them with the new memory, the new things. One of the reasons why at times I don't feel bad is because I will not allow the past to be part of my life. Every day of my life I try to create new memory. Hello? Anytime I travel, Anytime I visit different location, different place, I create new memory, new things comes into my mind. And many a times, if I feel, maybe I just feel bad somehow, after some time, some of the new memories, some of the things that I need begin to flash. I say, I beg, now all these things, this one will just happen. I want to spoil my joy. What happened? You cut them off. You are human. We know that. Is somebody with me? But there are things you cannot fight, but there are things you can control. There are things you cannot fight, there are things you can control. When the thought comes, you can control it. You can choose the one to stay and the one to leave. Hello? Hello? I feel good because I create new memory for myself. Oh, you don't hear what I say? Create new memory. Replace them with the old. Replace the old memory with the new memory. Let me tell you something. There are people who look at you that this one, you are not going anywhere in life. I have an uncle who had my trouser some years ago. I have one trouser. As a pastor, I don't know how to interpret it in English. Let me see how you will survive, how you will succeed in life with this one trouser with different color, and you say God called you. Let's see. Have you seen when you have one trouser, you go wash, you go wear, it don't get different color, blue, red, purple, different color. Let me see how you will survive with this. You say God called you. Anytime I remember that statement, I smile and I laugh. It does not hurt me because I have replaced them with better memory, new memory. So when it comes, I just smile and say, God, this God is wonderful. This God is wonderful. Stop living in the consciousness of the past. That, you know, the reason why many of us believe that God have not forgive our sin when we pray is because we still live in the consciousness of that sin yesterday. God has forgiven you, but the consciousness of that sin yesterday is still part of you. It's what is killing you. You still live in it. Okay, this will take me to what Dr. Seth said yesterday. I just remember there was a statement he made yesterday while he was teaching. He said a lady was praying, asking God to forgive her sin, but then, you know, and she felt that her sin had not been forgiven. So she went to meet her friend who God speaks to, who pray and say, please, while you are praying, help me tell God to have mercy on me, to forgive me my sin. And this lady said, okay. So she went to God in prayer. While she was praying, she started praying for that sister, and she said, Lord, sister, you need to forgive her her sin. And the Lord now said, the person you are talking about, I know her, but I cannot remember what she did. I cannot remember the crime she committed. I know her by name, but I cannot remember what she did. And that is to tell you that her prayer had been answered long ago. God has forgiven her, but she's still living in what? She's living in the past. She's still living in the consciousness of what happened long ago. That is what many of us are suffering. That is what many of us are suffering. You want to go find life? Stop living in the consciousness of the past, so that it does not keep you in a circle. If you cannot help yourself, nobody will do it for you. You have to tell yourself it is time. And now is the time for me to break out of the consciousness of the past. If you don't tell yourself, nobody will tell you. The last point, which is number 4. Am I right? Is it number 4 or number 3? Number 4. Surround yourself with positive people. If you don't want to live in the consciousness of the past, surround yourself with positive people. Surround yourself with positive people. Spend time with people who encourage growth and forward thinking. Spend time with people who encourage growth and forward thinking. Surround yourself with positive people. Positive people are people who refuse to be in the consciousness of the past. Even in their failure of the past, they discover something good, something new, how to do something better. Hello. Surround yourself with positive people. People who can help you. People who can bring out the best in you. People who can tell you, let the past go. Put it aside. It shouldn't be part of you. It should not be part of your life. Some of us, the reason why we are suffering is because we cannot erase the past out of our life. It's eating us. I'm telling you the gospel truth. We cannot erase the past out of our life. We are struggling with our past. Our past is fighting us. Our past is eating us up. Even when you sit down, even when somebody is laughing with you, you pretend as if you are laughing, but deep down on your inside, you are fighting. You can't hold it. You can't help yourself. That is why you see a lot of us, young lady, we react. Little things we react. We are angry. We flame up. because of the consciousness of the past. Little things, you are mad, you just want the world to know he have started, oh, he don't come, oh, hey. Little thing, you flame up, you want to talk, you want to shout. If you don't kill it, that consciousness of the past will destroy your life, will shatter everything about you. About you. Some of us, we still live in the consciousness of the past. We know how to manipulate people in the past. Say, now so I did do this thing 10 years ago. I make money, I buy motor, I do this one. Because of the happening around you, you say, this is how I did it before. Let me bring it. You become so conscious of the past. Let me do it. You kill yourself. The things you did, you succeeded 10 years ago. You cannot do it and succeed now. You don't hear what I say? The things you did, you succeeded 10 years ago. Try it now. You will fail woefully. You will fail woefully. You were so good in manipulation 10 years ago because people's eyes were not open. Try it now. They will carry you before VDM. If you come for me, you are the victim. If I come for you, you are the victim. That is the truth. Help yourself. Tell somebody, help yourself. I can't hear you. Help yourself. If you cannot help yourself, you can never come out of the consciousness of the past. And many a times you don't need anybody. What you just need is courage, determination. Tell yourself, enough is enough. Enough is enough. When you see a prostitute who stays on the road, who have been there, it has been her profession for 15 years. One day she just wake up and she said, no, I can't continue like this. No, I'm tired. She have decided, I'm tired. I'm coming out of this mess. And when many comes out, they no longer live in the consciousness of the past. Because if they continue to live in the consciousness of the past, they are finished. And that is why many of them will travel far to places where nobody knows them, because they don't want to live in the consciousness of the past. They don't want to remember the memory. They go far, and God help them, they settle. And anytime they return back to that domain, that environment, it looks fresh in their mind. And when many are returning back to where they left, they are returning back like they are already old, because of their children and their grandchildren, the impact and the things they have achieved. The consciousness of the past does no longer have a hold in their life anymore, because they have overcome it, they have break it, they have escaped it. Tell yourself, erase negative memory you have on your brain. While you are with anybody you sit with, anybody you sit down with, anybody you are talking to, erase that memory that can stop your tomorrow. Because the person you are sitting with that is before you, you don't know if that person is your destiny helper. The consciousness of the past can stop the good from coming, from manifesting. Tell yourself, I hear you, sir. I hear you, sir. Tell yourself, I hear you, sir. I hear you, sir. time with people who encourage growth and forward thinking. Forward thinking. Mama showed me something yesterday, a picture of a pastor, a son. You see, the past can stop people from going to people that will help them. The past, people that will help you, your past can stop you from going to them. You become so confused. He was beaten by a dog. As I speak to you, the hole on his leg is like a well now. Was beaten by a dog on Tuesday last week. As I talk now, the hole on his leg is like a well. I told Mama, if nothing is done about this guy will die. I know what it is. I remember on Christmas Day, I was beaten by a dog while we were staying in Kaduna. On Christmas Day, the God that helped me was that I did not fall from the upstairs. Myself and my brother, Papa Law, we went to Papa Law's house. The man is from River State. As the dog was backing, me and my boy were around, the dog just dived, gave me on my boot up. Yes, even though the dog was killed, but I know what I suffered. The consciousness of your past can stop you from locating your helpers. A lot of people, their past makes them die in their room. They become so sober, they are angry, they are bitter, they lock themselves inside. They are just there, you know, crying, weeping, and at the end they die. A lot of people die in their house. The past can stop them from talking to people. And so those of you who want to travel abroad, I want to travel abroad. You are young, you start working, you come back from work, not to chop, not to rest, because you are going back to work the following day. Go and find out, you see how people who are within 40, 45, going to 50, inside house, 90, they die. Don't be hospital, many of them. When you have not left home, you don't know. Here, your family can even visit you if they don't see you in 1 week. Who won't visit you? Where everybody, they hustle, so they do 3 jobs, 4 jobs. Who cares? You know, we can only meet on Sunday, either in church or we went out for drink. Everybody is on his own. Nobody comes to your door to knock. Not even your landlord. A lady died because her account is automatic. It pays the landlord. Once it's month end, it pays. She died in her house, in her room. For 2 years, money was entering her account. Automatically, landlord was receiving salary because it was programmed. After 2 years, the man was no more receiving money. After 6 months, she sent a letter to the house and said, if you cannot pay your house rent, please, you need to pack out. The man waited 1 year, no way. He brought police. When they break the door open, it was 3 years plus. It was her skeleton that was on the bed. When they checked, she died 3 years plus. And he said he was receiving a lot because it was programmed. Stop living in the consciousness of the past. Help yourself. We are young. One of the things that pains me, listen, I talk to youth, I talk to teenagers, I talk to children who are growing up. The reason why many parents today who are above 40, many of them are struggling with life, they allow their emotion of the past to take over their life, they are today. When you see people flame up, it will take them nowhere. The bad things about your parents, please don't take them. Put them aside. What you know will help you, will build you, are the things you pick. Are the things that will help you. I challenge you today. Never you put yourself into unnecessary pressure as a result of the past. Am I talking? Yes, sir. Never you do what? Put yourself on what? Unnecessary pressure as a result of the past. As a result of the past. My prayer is that God keep you and God protect you. Amen. Don't allow your past to bring you down. Stop thinking about the lifestyle of your children yesterday. Begin to create a new chapter in them now. They said 20 years ago was the best time to plant a tree, but it is not late. You can start planting it now. My mother will always say, okra no the top pass, oh get them. They go burn them. No matter how big you are, she want to slap you, she will still slap you. Covenant is taller than me. If I want to correct him, I correct him with slap. We slap. And I don't give him one. I give him with this one. I use the other one again. Ta. If you want to say A, I add another one to it again. At times, you don't spoil the child. Are you with me? Yes, sir. When there is need for you to correct the child with the cane, do it. When there is need for you to correct the child with your mouth, do it. But if you go abroad, no use can take correct your child. They'll collect them for your hand. You know, see that Peking again. Don't finish. A lot of parents have lost their children. I have a sister. 2 of her children were taken away from her 15 years ago. This year, make it 15 years. We are still praying if the UK government will return the 2 children to her. That issue make her went insane. The God that help her now is the 3 children that she have that is consoling her. Those are her 2 first child. Stand on your feet. Stop living in the consciousness of the past. I want you to pray. I want you to pray. You see, every one of you that are seated here, these teenagers, these youths, these adults, there is something about your life You have grown. Anybody who is above 13 years as a teenager already have sense. Am I talking? If you call a little child of 6 years and you give that child a sweet, she will not put the sweet in her nose. Where will she put it? In her mouth. Because she knows that the mouth is made for what? For eating. The only thing that child will not differentiate, she don't know whether the sweet is good or bad. But a child of 13 years will know this thing you gave to me is not good. I will not eat it. If it smell, she knows that it smell. But give it to a 6-year-old child, she don't know the difference between smell and she can't differentiate. You are blessed children. You must help yourself. I was in the house when you called Mama. You said, Mama, 2 times. Where is my daughter? And she was pissed off. If they are in church for rehearsal, they are not in my house. And I told myself, I said, when I come to church, I'm stopping your children from being part of the children. They are rehearsal, your children will not participate. I want your children to live with you in your house. Because your children does not leave the church and come and stay with me in the house. They participate, they act what they want to do. So when you pick your phone, you begin to call. It's immaturity. So let them stay with you. Let them cook for you. You see, we must grow in life. We must grow. This young man today can video. Look at all those children that are there. We are raising children in church, becoming responsible, giving them a sense of belonging. There are children we have raised in this church. And what we taught them, some of them, they use it to make money outside. But where they were raised, you don't see them there. Do you know the number of people we have invested more than 200,000 to train children in church here for keyboard, how to play keyboard? Do you know the number of children we have trained on keyboardists? More than 200,000. You can blame me weakness. How to play them? Where are they? Where are those people we have trained? We have invested on them. The children of these days, they are genius. God bless them with creativities. Give them a little push, they soar like an eagle. But when you try to cage them, you cage your destiny, because it is the parents that will suffer the consequence. Because the idea and the creativity that would have come out of them, you lock it up. Do you know why parents do that to their children? Because of what? Stop living in what? Stop living in what? In the consciousness of the past.